The 2017 presidential campaign is finally over, and so are the mysterious leaks of emails posted by WikiLeaks of Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta. At OpenMinds.tv, we often cover the news of Podesta's interest in the UFO topic, an interest that was reflected in his leaked emails in surprising ways. Perhaps one of the more shocking revelations from the Podesta emails is his involvement with rock star Tom DeLonge, who is seeking to expose a vast UFO cover-up within the government. DeLonge, the former frontman for the band Blink-182 and currently for the band Angels and Airwaves, says he based his recent fiction book, Secret Machines, Book 1, Chasing Shadows, on information fed to him by government insiders. The book is about the government's decade-long project to back engineer alien technology and hide it from the public. According to Rolling Stone, DeLonge claims he was approved to say he used, quote, sources within the aerospace industry and the Department of Defense and NASA. Who approved him to say this, and who are his sources? Until the Podesta UFO WikiLeaks, we had no idea who these people were, if they were really within the government, or if they existed at all. It turns out DeLonge was having conversations with insiders, and some of the names of the people he was talking to are in the Podesta emails. In fact, Podesta invited them to a meeting. A Google Hangouts invitation sent out on January 24th for a meeting on January 25th at 10:30 a.m. included Rob Weiss, Executive Vice President and General Manager for Advanced Development Programs, Skunkworks, at Lockheed Martin Aeronautics. Skunkworks is the group that built Area 51 at the behest of the CIA, and for decades has worked on developing top-secret advanced aircraft. Major General William N. McCaslin, the commander of the U.S. Air Force's Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Wright-Patterson has a rich history in UFO folklore, as it was the home of the Air Force's official UFO investigations from 1947 to 1970. And the final attendee was retired U.S. Air Force Major General Michael Carey. According to his Air Force bio, Carey was the special assistant to the commander, Air Force Space Command, Peterson Air Force Base, which is also the home of NORAD. Peterson is at the base of the famous Cheyenne Mountain. A recommendation for DeLonge's book, written by Carey, can be seen on the book's webpage on Amazon.com. This appears to be extraordinary. DeLonge met with the head of a research lab famous for UFO research, a man who worked for the head of Air Force Space Command, a man who is in charge of the people who run Area 51, and the campaign manager of the person who might have been the next president of the United States. As if that is not exciting enough, DeLonge seems to imply in other emails that General McCaslin claims to have recovered an alien body, although McCaslin seemed to take a skeptical viewpoint at the Google Hangouts meeting. The meeting took place on January 25th, 2016 at 10:30 a.m. In an email from DeLonge to Podesta sent that afternoon, DeLonge writes of McCaslin, "He's mentioned he's a skeptic. He's not. I've been working with him for 4 months. I just got done giving him a 4-hour presentation on the entire project a few weeks ago. Trust me, the advice has already been happening on how to do all of this. He just has to say that out loud. But he is very, very aware, as he was in charge of all of that stuff. When Roswell crashed, they shipped it to the laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. General McCaslin was in charge of that exact laboratory up to a couple of years ago. He not only knows what I'm trying to achieve, he helped assemble my advisory team. He's a very important man." While it seems McCaslin was reticent to share what he had previously told DeLonge, this email is not the extent of DeLonge's shocking claims regarding a previously unidentified general who DeLonge claims helped him assemble his team of insiders. On July 5th, 2016, DeLonge posted a statement on Facebook with a picture of the gates at Area 51. In it, he describes meeting an unnamed general in his 60s who told him that during the Cold War, we found a life form. DeLonge told the general he needed help getting this story out to young adults. So the general helped him assemble a team of advisors, just as he told Podesta McCaslin had done. DeLonge writes, quote, "I was given 10 advisors, each with knowledge in different areas that pertain to UFOs and the very real national security issues associated with them. This statement is similar to statements he has made in interviews, including on the popular late-night paranormal radio show Coast to Coast AM. It's not a leap to see DeLonge is suggesting McCaslin was the guy who told him, we found a life form. Either way, it is apparent that DeLonge has had high-level meetings regarding UFOs, and he says he is in the process of developing media projects that will reveal what he has discovered. The UFO Congress and Open Minds Productions commend DeLonge for his efforts. For his groundbreaking work in the past year, we are happy to award Tom DeLonge the 2017 Open Minds TV UFO Researcher of the Year Award.
Hello, I'm Tom DeLonge, and I want to say thank you for acknowledging some of the hard work I've been putting into some subject matter that concerns us all and that you're passionate about just like I. It's been a crazy whirlwind of a year or two. There's a lot that I can't say, but there's some that I can. And I'm so appreciative that I've been acknowledged for this stuff, but I'm not done. I'm just like you guys. I've spent 20 years up all night reading about Roswell, Dulce, Serpo, Churchill, the crashes here, Nazis building craft there, and Antarctica, and what's on Mars, and what's on the back of the moon, and structures, and anomalous this, and I mean, I've done it all. I know it all. I read all the same authors as you guys, hundreds of books. I look at all the same sites. I listen to all the coast-to-coast stuff that you guys do. I'm the same. But I kind of used some of my notoriety to try and do something pretty ambitious, and it worked. I came out and told you guys about a book I was writing called Secret Machines, and I said a bunch of stuff that I was working with some people. Well, I think a lot of people doubted it, and they thought it was crazy that this musician would have this kind of access. And then the WikiLeaks thing happened, and I think you guys saw that I'm into some serious shit, and I'm making really good progress. I can't tell you what I'm about to announce. If you look at my social media, at least on my Instagram, you'll see that I said there's going to be an announcement in like within the next 60-ish days. I want you all to know in the UFO community that, you know, whoever's passionate about this kind of paradigm shifting subject matter, I need you all to look really, really closely at that announcement, and I need you to be a part of it, because what that announcement is about is so much more than it will look like on the surface, and I need you guys to come along for the ride. You have to be a part of it, and you'll see what that means when the announcement comes out. But I want you, as an educated group of people, to read between the lines and look at the history of what I've been doing over the past couple years and get a sense for what the hell I'm getting ready to do. If you guys come along for the ride, it's going to be pretty fantastic. I'll leave you with one thing. My job has only just begun on this subject matter, and there's some big shit planned, and I'm excited about it. Just remember that whatever happens in the civilian world, it's game on. Okay? Remember that. Thank you, and have a good night.